All right. Hello, everybody. Hope you are all doing well. It is Monday night at 7:30, and it seems like every Monday night at 7:30, I can't believe the previous week went so quickly, and we are already here. But this is my favorite part of the week where we can get together and talk about the latest stuff coming from Disney and Universal. Happy to answer any questions that you have. Anything you guys want to talk about that's Disney, Universal Vacation related. So this is just one of my favorite times of the week. So because we can all get together on tonight's show, the topic that I want to talk about is Main Street USA. What is there to do? Why is that section of the Magic Kingdom so important to that park? And why is there so much nostalgia surrounding Main Street USA? So whether you are watching us live tonight or at a time more convenient for you, please, please, please share us on your Facebook page. Invite more friends to the live show and to our Facebook page. Let us help your friends and family book their family vacation. And of course, the more friends on the live show or podcast, the merrier, the more like-minded people that we get to chat with. So I encourage you to please share us on your Facebook page. So it is Monday night. It is 7:30. We are talking about Main Street USA at the Magic Kingdom tonight, and this is 407 and Beyond, the live show. The live show and our other media content is sponsored by 407 and Beyond Vacation Co. Disney and Universal experts who help plan your family's perfect vacation. So all you have to do is show up, have fun, and create family memories. As always, our services are free to you. Visit us on the web at www.407vacations.com. All right, I think that does it for all of the entry stuff. If you are joining us tonight live and you have the availability, please make sure to say hi in the comment box. Let us know that you are here. And of course, if you're catching us at a time more convenient for you and you have any questions or you want to, give some input on what we're talking about, make sure you put your thoughts and questions in the comment section below and give this video a thumbs up, please. So tonight we are talking about Main Street USA over at the Magic Kingdom. And a little preface into the Magic Kingdom, or excuse me, Main Street USA. So I'm going to play a walkthrough video of Main Street USA, and I'll be quiet so you can catch the music and the sounds of the people on Main Street USA, because it is the sounds and the music that is a part of why Main Street USA is so special at the Magic Kingdom. So I'm going to play a walkthrough down Main Street USA up to Cinderella's Castle. But as I play that, I want you to pay particular attention to some of the windows, because the windows have names of famous Disney employees and Imagineers that help bring the parks to life and who played an intricate role in Disney parks and resorts. And the other thing I want you to pay attention to is all of the facades of all the stores and restaurants as you go down Main Street USA. It only consists of 4 buildings, which is totally amazing. So I want you to pay attention to that as well. So with that, let's go ahead and do the walkthrough of Main Street USA. If you have any questions, you want me to pause, put it in the comment section. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to play the video, and then I will circle back and talk about it after the video. So here is a full walkthrough of Main Street USA. this video was taken right after the parks reopened, so you can see how low capacity is right there. On a normal day, pre-COVID-19 health and safety measures and capacity, it would not be this empty at the parks, especially on Main Street. So many guests take photos holding those balloons, so you definitely notice that as you walk down Main Street. Alright, I'm going to be quiet, enjoy the music and the sounds of Main Street, USA. And if you haven't seen the new paint on the castle, there's a good opportunity to see the new pink and bluish purple that are on the turrets of the castle. So if you have not seen that yet, Cinderella's castle is newly painted. But the music carries all the way down to the hub, all the way to the castle. This was like the perfect day to shoot. Look at how beautiful the weather is. All right, so that is a walkthrough of Main Street, USA. Looks like Rachel is in the house in the comment section tonight. She says, Magic Kingdom is my all-time favorite park. Main Street, USA always makes me smile, even just the video of it. Rachel, I think a lot of people agree with you. The Magic Kingdom is the flagship park at Walt Disney World, and even though there's a lot of great new attractions coming to Walt Disney World over at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Rise of the Resistance and Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, and then over at Animal Kingdom in Avatar: The World of Pandora, I think that the overwhelming sense of our community still holds Magic Kingdom as one of their favorite parks. So Rachel, good to have you here. Thanks a lot for joining us. Always good to see you on Monday nights, and thanks for the comment. So let's talk about what there is to do on Main Street, USA. So you saw in the walkthrough that it is set up at like a street and with shopping and dining. And so I want to talk about the restaurants that are there. First is Tony's Town Square Restaurant, which was at the beginning of the video, right on your right hand side next to the theater, which is a meet and greet. And at Tony's Town Square, it is a table service restaurant. It does serve Italian food like pastas, salads, pizzas, lasagna, and Italian-themed specialty entrees and desserts. Tony's Town Square is not typically a fan favorite. I do know a lot of our clients and guests have enjoyed eating at Tony's Town Square. It's not notorious for being the best food on Main Street or at the Magic Kingdom, but it is really hard to beat the view right there outside, especially right now dining outside. So yeah, so Tony's Town Square, great restaurant to go to, not probably the best food at the Magic Kingdom, but to be able to sit outside and overlook Main Street, USA and the crowds and the parades and the music, it's really hard to beat the environment and the ambiance of Tony's Town Square restaurant. So Rachel says, in the videos and pictures, I don't think the castle looks as good as it did before the paint job. Does it look better in person? Rachel, not no. I would agree with your statement that it looked a little bit better beforehand. It's actually not the blue purple-ish paint on the turrets, because that looks really good and it looks kind of different at different times of the day, but it's that salmon color on the castle that is still throwing me off. I do think that we'll get used to it and we'll get accustomed to how it looks, but yeah, it's tough. It's like 50-50 on guessing clients of ours who like it or don't like the new paint job. So Rachel says, but it still looks great, just not the same. Yes, absolutely. Elizabeth says Tony's Town Square restaurant does have some of the best views. Yeah, the ambiance and the environment of Tony's Town Square is definitely definitely up there for the Magic Kingdom. Elizabeth says the paint job looks great at night, in my opinion, not during the day. Yeah, it definitely looks good at night, and I think that's because of the light projections that are on the castle at night as opposed to during the day. So, okay, let's talk more about dining. So, Tony's Town Square is there on your right. You got table service Italian food. As you progress down Main Street, USA, there is the famous Main Street Bakery, which in recent years was taken over by Starbucks and is the Starbucks location inside the Magic Kingdom. There's one in every park, and but there you can get kind of gourmet sandwiches, breakfast foods, pastries, a lot of the things that a typical Starbucks has. They did do a good job, however, of merging and crossing the bakery, the Main Street Bakery, which everybody loved, with the Starbucks location. And in fact, I personally like this. I like having the Starbucks there. I think the food is good there, especially for breakfast. And so Main Street Bakery on Main Street USA, a great place to go. The Plaza Restaurant. Let's talk about the Plaza. So the Plaza is another table service restaurant that offers kind of comfort foods like meatloaf, sandwiches, fries, salads. And you can also order ice cream at the Plaza, which they get from the ice cream parlor, which is right next door on the right side of the photo. If you are interested in the Plaza, this is one of my favorite dining locations in the Magic Kingdom because it overlooks the hub and it overlooks the castle. So if you play it right, you can see fireworks and parades. And at night, it gives off the best views of the castle, all lit up. It also is good food and it is also reasonably priced. So the Plaza Restaurant is a big win for me. And I recommend it to our clients. Now, if you want a more in-depth review of the Plaza Restaurant after hearing that, check out episode 27 of the podcast. You can check that out on YouTube, where Casey and I review the Plaza Restaurant. We ate there with contributors Elizabeth and Lydia. And Casey and I sit down and review the food and the price and whether or not there's good value there. But I will, spoiler alert, for the Plaza Restaurant, what gets its highest marks is its location on the hub. Also on Main Street USA, if you're looking for something more quick service, more American food, that you can just walk up to a window and order, take it with you, and that is Casey's Corner Hot Dogs. This is also a big fan favorite. Unfortunately, it's not open right now. Excuse me. But as you can kind of see there on the left side, it says, sorry, we're closed. But Casey's Corner has specialty hot dogs, and they change kind of the flavor of the month each month. You can get like mac and cheese hot dogs and chili cheese hot dogs, all types of stuff. But you can also get corn dogs, which they are pretty famous for, fries, and a drink. And again, this is a quick service location. It's at the end of Main Street USA. And as you look back, let's take a look back at the Plaza Restaurant photo I have here. On the completely right side of the photo is Casey's Corners. You can see how they're just across the street from each other. So they're at the end of Main Street USA as you enter the hub. And yes, this is our creative director, Casey Little, eating at Casey's Corner. So I always joke, Casey always jokes that Every time he's at the Magic Kingdom, walking down Main Street, USA, somebody tells him, "Oh, hey, look, Casey, there's Casey's." No matter how many times he's been there with those people, he's always told, "Oh, look, there's Casey's," and he always gets this photo. So it's a running joke now that Casey takes a picture at Casey's Corner. But again, if you're looking for quick service food, hot dogs, fries, corn dogs, this is your spot. So. Two more places. The ice cream parlor is right next to the Plaza restaurant, which is just ice cream and sundaes and shakes like that, which is another just walk up order type restaurant. But the other one is a sit down table service character dining experience. It is all you can eat character dining experience featuring Winnie the Pooh and friends, and it does offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And again, you can just see the Victorian theme with this. It is on the hub. It is on the other side of Casey's Corner. So it is just slightly off Main Street, USA. Again, great views. All you can eat buffet, characters with Winnie the Pooh and friends. We have some great photos and memories of the Crystal Palace. It is a great location. Not open right now, but and we don't know what the situation will be like when it does reopen and these buffets open. If they're going to stay buffets, excuse me, or kind of transition into entrees. But Crystal Palace, highly recommend it. Great location for a buffet at the Magic Kingdom. So that is the dining situation going on over at Main Street, USA. So let's talk a little bit about the shopping, because there is a lot of shopping. And I'm going to, there's a long list of shopping locations. I'm just going to mention a few, but let's see what we got going on in the chat box. So Elizabeth says the Plaza is the best. Get the meatloaf. The meatloaf is very good. I'm a sandwich person. I always get the Turkey Club sandwich, but the last time I was there, I got a burger that also had pulled pork on it, and so or brisket, which is totally not the type of food that I eat or get. But I had to have it. I saw it on the menu, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But I do talk about that sandwich and the meatloaf in episode 27 of the podcast. So go back to YouTube later, not right now, and check that episode out for a review of the Plaza. So Rachel says, the Crystal Palace is my favorite. My daughter, husband, and I all love it. Rachel, that's a great selection. Rachel, I do know you have a trip coming up. Well, the Crystal Palace won't be open, but are any of these restaurants on your list, including the Plaza? So let me know. And if the Crystal Palace does open before you go, do you plan on getting reservations for it? Let me know. All right, so shopping. Let's talk about the confectionery first. So the confectionery is right past Tony's Town Square in the theater there at the front of Main Street, USA. And this has all of the Disney-themed candy and treats that you can think of. It has jelly beans and chocolates and baked goods. And in the back there, that is a baked goods, and they make candy apples. And they actually make them right in front of you. Which is really kind of a fun process to watch. They have all sorts of different flavors, they have all sorts of different styles, and they theme them towards characters or different times and holidays. So the confectionery, definitely a great place to go, either to grab yourself a snack or to grab gifts for other people. So let's see. Oh, Lydia is in the house tonight. Lydia, good to see you. Thanks for joining. We are talking about Main Street, USA. So if you have anything to say, or comment on Main Street USA, make sure you do so. Casey says, sorry I'm late. Hey everybody, Casey, you just wanted to skip out on the part where we talk about you and eating at Casey's Corner. So you literally came in at the moment we just stopped talking about Casey's restaurant. So I'm not going to let you off the hook, Casey. I'm going to show the photo one more time. This is Casey, our creative director at 407 and Beyond, eating at Casey's Corner, his all-time favorite restaurant. So Casey, there you go. We just got done talking about you eating at Casey's Corner. So Lydia says, OMG, I love the confectionery. Yeah, definitely a good place for a snack, a treat, a little burst of energy, a little sugar burst, but also a really good place to get gifts for others. So, oh, Jan is here in the comment box tonight. She says hello. Love the smell of the confectionery. Yeah, they pump out that smell on Main Street USA too. So. Dwanda is here. Everyone's coming. All right. So Dwanda, they gave my daughter a free slushie on her last trip. The candy place you just mentioned, the confectionery. Dwanda, those are the type of moments that you can have on Main Street USA. So I am glad that you had such a great experience there. Casey, well, let's see. Lydia says Main Street is actually one of my favorite places in all of Walt Disney World. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places in the Magic Kingdom for sure, and it is definitely on a top list of top places at Walt Disney World total. In fact, that makes me think we should do a top 5, top 10 places in the Magic Kingdom and around Walt Disney World, because I'm sure Main Street USA would make that list. So Casey says he must have heard his name. Dwanda says hello. It was magical. That's excellent. Love to hear that. So let's get through a couple more of these different places that you can shop along Main Street. Here, I'll pull up a photo. There is the confectionery. There's Crystal Arts where you can get, there's glass blowing and glass cutting into different characters and different places around property, excuse me. There's the Disney Clothers store where there's men's and women's clothing. Disney & Co. where you can get things such as frames and different types of merchandise. The Emporium. Let's talk about the Emporium. This is here on the left-hand side of the photo. It is the biggest store on Main Street USA, and it is stocked with everything. Halloween, Christmas, different themed merchandise. A lot of pins, a lot of plushes, a lot of games, a lot of clothes. What you want in terms of merchandise is probably found in the Emporium. So huge store there. There's also the cinema that has a bunch of toys, the Main Street Gallery that has posters and different types of art, and of course Uptown Jewelers that has a lot of watches and Pandora store in the back. So lots of shopping opportunities at Main Street USA to go along with all of the dining experiences. So, Elizabeth says here's the link to the dining review of the Plaza, where Casey and I sit down and kind of talk about the value of the Plaza restaurant and kind of give it a grade. Well, we do give it a grade at the end of the video. So check that out, episode 27 of the podcast. So you can find that on YouTube. Casey says you could watch the glass blowing for hours. Lydia says, OMG, same. I just got the prettiest glass blown lilies there. Lydia, do you have a photo of that? Let's see a photo of that. That's pretty cool. All right, so with all that, all the shopping and dining there, we are getting close to 8 o'clock. I have some more videos. Let's talk about the entertainment that is at Main Street USA. So we just did a walkthrough earlier. If you're joining us late, at the beginning of tonight's show, we did a walkthrough of Main Street USA. But I have some videos of the entertainment options that are also available. So there is the Main Street Trolley Show where, excuse me, cast members are on the Main Street Trolley and they're singing and dancing. And then there's the Main Street Philharmonic. So let's watch them first. So that's the Philharmonic that comes down Main Street USA at different times of the day. Just adds to the atmosphere having a live band. It's not a parade. They do start it like on a parade route, but that they're not the back end or front end of a parade. It is just a Philharmonic. But they can be seen at different areas of the park, but they are known as the Main Street Philharmonic. And so that's great entertainment there. There's also the Dapper Dans. Let's check out the Dapper Dans. So those are the Dapper Dans. You can also find them on Main Street there, adding to the environment. So between the band, between the Main Street trolley show, the Dapper Dans, there's a lot of entertainment going on. It makes you feel like you're in your hometown. It's so welcoming. They're pumping out the smells of cookies and candy from the confectionery. You got the Main Street Bakery. You have all the food locations. That's why it's one of the best places on property right there. So there's also, right now, because of the health and safety measures going on, there's also characters on top of the train station. So let's check them out. So not as much singing and dancing as the Dapper Dans, but it is good character interaction because there are no character meet and greets right now. And so having those characters up at the top of the train station with music, dancing, there are some dance numbers with some cast members, but that video clip was just them kind of up there waving to guests early in the morning. So Lydia says, do they have Dapper Dans right now? They do not, unfortunately. So you know, we hope they come back. I love it for Halloween. Checking out the food and wine glass here tonight with Remy. The Dapper Dans become the Cadaver Dans, and they're all dressed up for Halloween. So it's pretty cool. But no, we definitely miss them. Jan says she loves those guys. Definitely adds to the ambiance of Main Street USA. So those are the entertainment options on Main Street. To close out the show, I want to show some photos of what Main Street USA looks like because we've been watching videos. So when it is completely empty, this is what it looks like. It is a straight shot, straight to the castle with the shopping and dining on the left and right hand side. You can notice that we got some comments coming in I'll get to in a second, but you can just get the sense that this is a small town feel based on Marceline, Missouri, where Walt was from. But yeah, this is taken from right past the train station down Main Street USA. And actually, right where this photo is taken is a great photo opportunity for guests. So when you take your families to Magic Kingdom, you have to get your photo right here and in front of the castle, but do not skip getting your photos at the front of Main Street USA. You take your photo here with Roy and Minnie on the bench. Yeah, I am showing a photo of me. Go ahead and put funny comments in the comment box now, but the confectionery there's on the right side of the photo, the left side off my left shoulder. The Emporium with all of the great Disney merchandise is off to the left side of the photo or off my right shoulder. But don't miss getting your family photo here on Main Street USA before you get your photo at the castle. If I could provide one recommendation, it's that slow down, take your time, and go through Main Street USA. It is a great park entry. Excuse me. It is the gateway to Magic Kingdom, but it is one of the best places at the Magic Kingdom and is one of the best places on property, as we said. And a lot of people, that rope drops, they get through the gates, they go through the train station, they're inside Main Street USA, and they just bolt right through. They get to the castle, they get to Adventureland, Tomorrowland, and they go ride all their favorite attractions and the attractions that they've been waiting so long to go ride. But I urge you, take your time, slow down, check out the stores, check out all of the little alcoves, grab yourself a snack. I promise that you won't be disappointed on Main Street USA. At least take your time going back through at night too, because it definitely gives off different vibes from the morning until night. So slow down, appreciate the details. But Main Street USA does close 1 hour later than the rest of the park. So you can enjoy Adventureland, you can ride Space Mountain in Tomorrowland, get in line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and on the way out, you have an extra hour on Main Street USA to get all of those special pieces of merchandise you've been waiting all day to buy and the gifts for loved ones that you're looking for. So Lydia says, I was just about to comment on that dope cup. I love the Spaceship Earth bottom. Yeah, got it at Food and Wine this year. Also have, oh, my fat fingers are in the way. Also have the Figment version of it as well. So I'm liking it. 25th anniversary cups. So oh, she says, you look nice. All right. So with that, Main Street USA is also great at Christmas time. This isn't the world's best photo of it at Christmas time, but the Christmas tree is right behind this photo, and it's just absolutely beautiful. But they do put up the wreaths and all the garland and the Mickey-shaped wreaths down Main Street USA. So if Main Street USA could get any more special, it's during the holidays. It's during Halloween. It is during Christmas when they just go all out, and it makes a very special place even more special. So to wrap up tonight's show, it is 8:01. I do want to share this last photo of Main Street USA at night. Like I said, it takes on a completely different feel at night. When the lights pop on and you see those big bulbs on the top of the buildings outlining the architecture. You see the cinema lights on, the emporiums lit up, and then you see the castle at the end of the street. It is a special place. If you get the opportunity to stay at the parks later, and you get the opportunity to be one of the last people on Main Street USA, make sure you grab yourself a photo, a family photo there on Main Street USA all lit up. And if you're lucky enough where it rained a little bit and you get the reflection off the ground, it looks even more illuminated. So highly recommend being there at night. And if you can, be there when the park numbers are low. So actually this photo, funny enough, was after we ate at the Plaza restaurant. The park closed at like 7. We had a 6:45 reservation. You were allowed to eat past the park closing. So we got done with dining like at 7:45, 8 o'clock when the park was completely closed. And so that's why we were the only ones in there. So a little bit of advice there. Even though park closes at a certain time, you can still get dining reservations and eat past the time that the park closes. So Rachel says, I'll take a few more comments here. I was so excited to see my daughter's face. I gotta move this real quick. For the first time, she walked in on Main Street and saw everything. As soon as she walked in, I cried and she was bored and wanted to leave. 30 minutes later, she loved it. That's a funny story, Rachel. Thank you for sharing that. And Jan says, don't forget to share about sending items back to the room if you stay on site. Yeah, Jan, that's great advice. So pre-COVID health and safety measures, if you bought something inside the parks, particularly in all the shopping locations on Main Street USA, you could have it shipped back to your room if you were staying on Disney Resort property. Right now, unfortunately, that service is closed as it's one of the things temporarily suspended for health and safety measures. But Jan, great advice for when that service does return, that if you purchase something, you can have them send it back to your Disney Resort room. So great advice. So with that, guys, thanks a lot for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Had so much fun. We ran a couple minutes over. Please give this video a thumbs up. Like this video, share it, help us grow and reach other Disney and Universal fans. Make sure you check out last week's podcast that is on our YouTube channel, where we talk about the latest and very big Universal Orlando ticket discount. That discount is buy 2-day park tickets, get 3 free. Yes, get 3 free if you buy a 2-day park pass at Universal Orlando. You can check us out on the web at www.407vacations.com for more on that deal, or listen to that podcast episode 29 on our YouTube channel. So guys, as always, Monday nights are my favorite nights of the week. I'm sorry that it is time to go, but I will see you next Monday night for another episode. So Dwanda, thank you for joining. It's because of you guys that we have this show and that we can continue to meet on Monday nights and talk about Disney. So Casey, glad you could join us. And Lydia, see you next week. Rachel, have a good week. Thanks a lot for joining. Guys, stay safe, stay well, and until next time, I'll see you later.